Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome the academic procession. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthems of the founding states of UCA and the Nasheed of the Ismaili Imamat. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. To start today's graduations proceedings, may I request Dr. Shams Kasim Lakha, Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the University of Central Asia, to please declare the convocation open.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I declare the convocation of 2023 open.
May I now request Dr. Shams Kasim Lakha to deliver the welcome address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellencies, Iman Aliyev Kanibek Kapashkovich, Minister of Education and Science of the Kyrgyz Republic, Sajzoda Rahim Hamro, Minister of Education and Science of the Republic of Tajikistan, Altinbek Argasho, Governor of Naryn Oblast, and Mirzanobod Alisher Khodabordi, Governor of Gorno-Badakhshan Autonomous Oblast, Princess Zara Aga Khan, and trustees of the University of Central Asia, Maxim Komyakov, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, who is currently in Naryn, UCA faculty and staff, Dr. Suleiman Shahabuddin, President of the Aga Khan University, Dr. Anita Zaidi, our keynote speaker, who is also the President of the Gender Equality at Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, generous donors, volunteers, and friends of UCA around the world, parents and family members, distinguished guests, and most importantly, dear graduates. Assalamu alaikum, and good morning to everyone at the Naryn and Khorog campuses, and greetings to all those who have joined us from Central Asia and beyond. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'm delighted to welcome you to the third convocation of UCA. This is a big day. It's a day when we honor the achievements of our graduates, share in their joy, and look forward to the success and positive impact that they will make on their societies. Of our 76 graduates today, the majority are women. And nearly 70% of the class comes from small towns and rural areas. This is quite remarkable. But all of them were admitted from a pool of some 1,500 applicants and solely on merit. Now, 5 years on, this graduating class has proven their resilience, perseverance, and talent by meeting the high standards and rigorous requirements of the UCA majors. This is despite having to navigate many challenges and uncertainties, including those brought on by COVID-19 pandemic. Compliments to you for surviving through all of this. But beyond that, they have enriched our campus communities in Naryn and Khorog with their personal stories, their determination to prevail, their passionate interests, and their individual academic strengths. They have proven their ability to embrace new ideas and challenges carefully and critically, and to engage with the world guided by empathy, compassion, and a sense of responsibility. Dear graduates, from today, you will no longer be our students. But you will be having even a higher status than our students because you will be our alumni. You will therefore always remain a part of the UCA family. Perhaps you will return to enroll in our future postgraduate programs or join us as teachers, researchers, staff members, and volunteers. In short, you are graduating, but you are not leaving us or your class fellows. And we look forward to your continued relationship in the future. Convocation is a proud time for all who contributed to the academic success of these graduates. Faculty, staff, university management, and members of the Board of Trustees. Most of all, though, this is a time to acknowledge and offer thanks for the support of your parents, family, and friends who have given huge sacrifices to see this beautiful day come to light. We salute their enormous sacrifices. On behalf of the Chancellor of the Board of Trustees and the Board of Trustees, I also extend deep appreciation to the patrons of the university, the presidents of the Republic of Tajikistan, the Kyrgyz Republic, and the Republic of Kazakhstan for their valuable support of our growing institution. We thank the Ministry of Education and Science of the three founding states for helping us implement innovative educational programs, and we are grateful to the oblast governors and mayors of Naryn and Khorog and Tekeli for welcoming UCA as part of their community. When the founders decided to bring UCA to the mountain towns of Naryn, Khorog, and Tekeli, one of their dreams was that these towns would reinvent themselves as university towns. Now, a university town is one in which higher education is a leading driver of economic, social, and cultural activity, providing employment and attracting investment. Examples of Oxford and Heidelberg come to mind. Fortunately, in its two campus towns of Khorog and Naryn, we already have UCA's two older sisters. They are the Khorog State University and the Naryn State University. And we are developing a strong partnership with both of them. Together, they have already taken several important steps to enhance the quality of life of the citizens in what one day, inshallah, will become vibrant university towns. The latest initiative in this effort is the Naryn and Khorog Urban Resilience Projects. This is a partnership between the respective governments, the Swiss Secretariat for Economic Affairs, and the Aga Khan Development Network. They involve new programs focused on resilient urban planning, building the capacity of government officials, and demonstrating sustainable infrastructure investment. But as important as these efforts and initiatives are, I believe that it is the performance of the graduates of the three schools of UCA that will ultimately prove to be its most consequential contribution to the region. Based on their performance, I can say these graduates and their previous cohorts that graduated at UCA we are confident that they will make their mark as entrepreneurs, innovators, researchers, policymakers, and leaders in many fields, including those yet to emerge as fields of work. Undoubtedly, their achievements will make all of us even more proud than we are today. Finally, as I look at you today, ready to make your mark in the world, I am reminded of another graduation ceremony 35 years ago at the Aga Khan University, the sister university of University of Central Asia. On that convocation day, as president of Aga Khan University, I recall a brilliant student who graduated at the top of her class and chose an academic career in pediatric medicine. Through her impressive scholarship, leadership qualities, and hard work and perseverance, she went on to become a professor at AKU. She then took an exciting new career path where these same qualities have made her one of the most renowned alumna of AKU and a remarkable role model to many around the world. That person, ladies and gentlemen, is Dr. Anita Zaidi. She is going to be our keynote speaker, and we are eagerly looking forward to your words of wisdom. I have no doubt that your UCA education, with your university education, you too are equipped to rise to the top of your profession and to inspire future generations of graduates of UCA. Graduates, as you enter the next phase of your life journey, as with Dr. Zaidi, critical to your success will be steadfast perseverance of your objectives with passion and compassion. Know that our prayers will always be there for your success. Thank you.
May I now invite Princess Zahra Aga Khan to deliver her address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, Imanaliev Kanibek Kapashevich, Minister of Education and Science of the Kyrgyz Republic, Setoza Rahim Hamro, Minister of Education and Science of the Republic of Tajikistan, Altinbek Ergeshov, Governor of Naryn Oblast, and Mirzanabad Alisher Kudoberdi, Governor of Gorno-Badakhshan Autonomous Oblast, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Shams Kasim Laka, and members of the board, Maxim Konyakov, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Suleiman Shahabuddin, President of the Aga Khan University, UCA faculty and staff, Dr. Anita Zaidi, generous donors, partners, volunteers, and friends of UCA around the world, parents and family members, distinguished guests, and above all, our graduates of 2023. It's a great pleasure to be here in Naryn amid the breathtakingly beautiful Tien Shan mountains, and once again to speak to our newest graduates, both here and in the equally majestic setting of UCA's campus in Khorog. That we're able to connect our campuses in this way reminds us of a central element of the University of Central Asia's mission, to connect people across borders and boundaries of all kinds. 5 years ago, the members of the class of 2023 entered for the first time the brilliant pink and yellow buildings that surround us today. To leave one's family behind and venture off to university is always an experience fraught with questions and anxiety, excitement and expectations. But for these young women and men, it represented a particularly momentous transition. Most came to UCA from rural communities and small towns. The vast majority had been educated principally in a language other than English, university's medium of instruction. Moreover, they were just the third class to be admitted to the School of Arts and Sciences, which as yet had no alumni. What would bring the next 5 years? What paths might they follow? What would they do after graduation? These questions resonated to an even larger degree, with more uncertainty than usual. Today, the class of 2023 knows the answer. Graduates, your years at UCA have been marked by intense and rewarding study, by moments of intellectual discovery and sudden realization, by transformative experiences outside the classroom. They were shaped as well by a global pandemic that placed daunting obstacles in your path, but it couldn't halt your progress and your determination. In your time at UCA, you forged friendships that will last a lifetime. You acquired a new sense of who you are and what you're capable of. You tried and failed, tried again and succeeded, and felt the wind of confidence fill your sails and propel you towards new challenges. You've also seen your predecessors, the classes of 2021 and 2022, gain acceptance to renowned graduate schools, take up positions at leading institutions, and launch their own enterprises. And now you're following in their footsteps. Along with them, you're defining the traditions of UCA. Decades from now, when this university has grown immensely in scope and impact, you will be able to say, as Anita and I can both say about AKU, I was there at the beginning. I helped to lay the foundations. You can say, I helped lay the foundations for success of my alma mater, and with the education I received, I achieved things that I would not have thought were possible. Of course, you didn't reach this peak of achievement without assistance, nor did the university as a whole. We must thank our faculty and our staff, who sparked the graduates' curiosity and stimulated their hunger for knowledge. We must recognize the parents and family members of the graduates whose hearts are deservedly full of pride today. We must convey our profound gratitude to our donors, volunteers, partners, and friends around the world. Without their abundant generosity and assistance, the University of Central Asia would not be sending these talented young men and women out into the world. Finally, we must acknowledge the governments of UCA's founding states who have contributed so powerfully to its success. If the university is thriving today, it's because our government partners have created an enabling environment that supports its growth and development. Ladies and gentlemen, those were a few thoughts from me. Now, allow me to read the message from the Chancellor. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Members of class of 2023, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, trustees, friends and supporters. 2 decades ago, the University of Central Asia was only an idea. That idea was distinctive, even unique, encompassing a multi-campus, multi-country institution located in and devoted to the development of mountain societies. It had attracted dedicated adherents and generous supporters. It possessed an enabling framework thanks to its patrons, the presidents of the Republic of Tajikistan, the Kyrgyz Republic, and the Republic of Kazakhstan. These were tremendous assets that boded well for the future. But the journey from idea to reality had only just begun. The graduation of the class of 2023 reminds us how far we have come in the intervening years and how much we have accomplished. In 2006, UCA launched the School of Professional and Continuing Education to enable individuals across the region to acquire valuable skills. Since then, 220,000 people, half of them women, have completed courses in scores of subjects, from welding to accounting to cybersecurity. In 2011, we established the Graduate School of Development to conduct research on issues important to Central Asia's future and to build capacity within public, private, and civil society institutions. Today, with climate change posing a grave threat to the region, it is working to identify drought-resistant crops, investigating avalanche risk, supporting the development of sustainable infrastructure, examining the health impacts of climate change, and engaging community organizations in the search for solutions. In 2016 and 2017, we inaugurated our first campuses, not in national capitals, in accordance with universities' mission in remote areas where they can have a decisive impact. And today we are celebrating the third of many convocations and many milestones to come. The history of the University of Central Asia demonstrates that high ideals and bold ambitions can inspire people of diverse backgrounds to work together to improve quality of life at home and abroad. Graduates, Central Asia and the world face an array of challenges and opportunities. Climate change is altering the relationship between humanity and the environment. Advances in artificial intelligence are opening new horizons in the interface between humanity and technology. Globalization is transforming relations between countries and communities as knowledge flows ever faster around the world. Your education has prepared you to address these challenges. You've been trained in computer science, in data science, in environmental science, in economics, and in communications, each a field of vital importance. You have discovered what it means to live in a diverse community. And above all, you've learnt that challenges are not to be feared, but to be embraced. In my eyes, you embody promise, the promise of a new generation, alive to new ways of collaborating, communicating, and thinking, and the promise of a new university, alert to emerging problems and eager to identify new opportunities to serve its countries. Born as the University of Central Asia was first taking shape, you are as young as the university itself. Equally bright futures lie ahead of you and your alma mater. My wish is that you will continue to draw strength and inspiration from one another for many, many decades to come.
Thank you very much, Princess Zahra Aga Khan, for your address. I am now honored to invite Dr. Anita Zaidi, President of the Gender Equality Division of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, to deliver the keynote address.
Good morning, everyone, and Assalamu alaikum. Your Excellency, Imanilev Kanibek Kaposovich, Minister of Education and Science of the Kyrgyz Republic. Your Excellency, Said Zoda Rahim Hamro, Minister of Education and Science of the Republic of Tajikistan. Altenbek Ergashov, Governor of Naryn Oblast. Mirzanabot Alisher Khodabardi, Governor of Gorno-Badashah Autonomous Oblast. Princess Zahra Aga Khan, Dr. Shams Qasim Lakha, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Members of the board, Dean Maxim Khomyakov, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. President Suleiman Shahabuddin, Khan University, Pakistan, and East Africa. UCA faculty and staff, parents and family members, distinguished guests, and dear graduates. Thank you for inviting me here today. It is such an honor to deliver this year's commencement address. And to the University of Central Asia, class of 2023, congratulations, you did it. Today is your day, and I hope you truly enjoy it. I had two tasks for today. The first was to dress properly. You see, I live in Seattle, Washington, a city where even jeans are considered fancy. So this is not something I'm used to wearing anymore. My second task is to impart some wisdom to help you succeed in this next phase of your life journey. I will draw lessons from my own life and career, which have been focused on tackling infectious disease killers of children, and now a much harder job, creating a more gender equal world. The task that I have been given today is a big one. It's especially difficult because the thing is, you already know how to succeed. The fact that you're sitting here before us, surrounded by these majestic mountains, proudly dressed in cap and gown, and about to accept your diploma is proof of that. About 3/4 of you grew up in small rural villages. Many of you are hundreds, if not thousands of miles away from home. Half of you are women. And for some of you, classes here were taught in a different language than you spoke at home or spoke in previous classrooms. But over the last many years, you persevered. You learned through a pandemic. You became fluent in the challenges that affect this region. And as a reward, you have gained friendship and you have gained scholarship. Through late night study sessions, hackathons, cooking battles, campus concerts, and ramen eating contests, you have created lifelong bonds. You know hard work and you know sacrifice. You also know to eat your vegetables, make your bed, respect your elders, and to be kind. You know all this. So, what can I share? Some commencement speakers give lessons about what they regret, their mistakes in life. But I am an eternal optimist. I have to be in my line of work, making the world a better place for women, for children, and ultimately for everyone. So, I'd like to share with you the lessons that I've learned on how to lead a life of purpose, meaning, and joy. As I look out at you, class of 2023, I see 76 graduates who are ready to change the world, much more so than other students your age around the world. And the conversations with you yesterday were really proof of that and inspired me so much. You are the third class to graduate from this university that was built with the mission to help this region prosper. It's such a wonderful mission. I urge you to remember it and to strive to fulfill it wherever you go from here. If it's not presumptuous of me to say so, I see a reflection of myself in you. As Chairman Shams Qasim Lakha was just saying, not too many years ago, it seems like only yesterday, I was a member of the first graduating class of medical students from the Ahan University in my home country of Pakistan, the class of 1988. My classmates and I, we all had big dreams. We wanted to do important stuff. I knew I wanted to help children by becoming a children's doctor, a pediatrician. Right after our graduation ceremony, we had the opportunity to meet with His Highness, Prince Karim Aga Khan. We asked him many questions, but one exchange really resonated with me. We asked him, as the first graduating class of medical students from AKU, do you have a special message for us? Without hesitating, he said, serve Pakistan. That's it. 2 words. And these 2 words, they have stayed with me for my entire life. At university, We were taught to be thoughtful leaders and responsible citizens of the world. To me, His Highness the Khan's words beckoned us to pay that education forward, and we talked about that yesterday. I had big dreams, and I still do, but those words, they helped focus my dreams with a deeper sense of purpose and mission. After graduation, I spent time in the northern areas of Pakistan, not so far from where we are today. I was working for the Khan Health Service. That was my first job. It was a very formative time for me, learning about the issues that affect people living in hard to reach mountainous areas. I can still feel the stark contrast. Being surrounded by breathtaking beauty at a truly humbling scale while working in communities coping with such difficulty and scarcity. I fell in love with the high mountains and with the people, and I seriously considered spending my entire life there. Watching or having the Rakaposhi mountain as my view. Instead, I followed my calling to become a pediatrician, and I left for America to study some more so I could best serve Pakistan. I stayed for 11 years. It was a long time, long enough to build a life and get comfortable. My husband and I started a family. But I was at a crossroads. It was an inspiring time in pediatric infectious disease in America because the new miracle drugs had just come out that could treat children with HIV. The children did not need to be admitted to hospital anymore because you could take care of them. But I knew these drugs and many other life-saving interventions were not available to the children of Pakistan. So this was my choice. Do I stay in America and contribute to this transformative era in pediatric infectious disease, or do I go home to Pakistan? I chose Pakistan. Why? Because I recalled His Highness's words, serve Pakistan. I knew I could help. It was the easiest hard decision I ever made. And I've never regretted it. My family and I, we packed up our things and we headed home. There are enormous challenges here in Central Asia. The cruel effects of climate change are all around us and threatening to change every aspect of our lives, especially here in the high mountains. The glaciers are disappearing. More areas are turning into deserts. Farmers must grow crops with less water. Children must walk through dust storms to go to school. Floods, landslides, cyclones, droughts, all are becoming more severe and occurring more frequently. So how do we adapt to this hotter future? It will take hard work. So I say to you, graduates of University of Central Asia, serve Central Asia. Give back. Pay forward. Among you could be the future scientists who will invent new ways to farm, the economists who will devise how to leverage our abundant natural resources for economic prosperity, the entrepreneurs who will build new businesses and create jobs in renewable energy and many other areas, the computer scientists who will develop the technology to detect extreme weather events, and the journalists who will hold our governments accountable and tell our stories to the world. I know it can be overwhelming, all these problems with seemingly far away solutions. A quick example from my own life. When I returned to Pakistan, I wanted to work on all of the infectious diseases that were killing children. But the problem felt so big. I had to start at square one. I needed to establish research, public health, and infectious disease training programs. Then I needed to convince more doctors in Pakistan to focus on newborn infections and vaccine preventable infections or diseases, which were the major killers of children. We applied for countless grants, conducted so much research, and then we used that research to convince the people in power to make changes. We struggled, we learned, and we struggled some more. But we also got some wins, and over time, things started improving. My team and I laid the foundation for Pakistan to introduce many vaccines, including one shot that protects against 5 different killer diseases of children. These vaccines now protect millions of children from preventable infections around the world, including in Pakistan, here in Kyrgyzstan, and in Tajikistan. When a problem feels impossibly huge, the important part is to start. Find your square one, then take a step. You can't do everything all at once, but you can take one small step, then another, and then another. And that will all add up to something. One of my favorite quotes is from Nelson Mandela, who said, "It always seems impossible. It always seems impossible until it's done." In Pakistan, I was proud of what I was accomplishing. I was making a direct impact on my community. But at the Aga Khan University Hospital, I kept seeing children with severe typhoid fever. This bothered me a lot. I treated so many children with typhoid. The first research paper I published at AKU when I was a medical student was about typhoid and how resistant it had become against the drugs available. There was more research, more papers, more treatment options, and countless sick children in the years that followed, but no signs of a vaccine, nothing to prevent typhoid. So then, in 2014, out of the blue, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation offered me a job. I hesitated. I loved my work in Pakistan. My husband had a career. My son was only 13. I wasn't crazy about uprooting their lives. But once again, I remembered His Highness's words, "Serve Pakistan." 20 years before, that meant coming home. But now, it started to dawn on me that it meant leaving again. In this new role, the Director for Enteric and Diarrheal Diseases, I could steer attention and resources towards developing a typhoid vaccine for the children in developing countries. So I went back to America after 14 years. And then, in 2019, 34 years after I treated my first typhoid patient at AKU, we introduced the first ever typhoid conjugate vaccine to low-income countries. The first country to introduce it for all children, free of cost, it was Pakistan. Class of 2023, this university, your university, is a truly special place. Not just for its brilliant beauty, inspiring professors, and the lifelong friendships you have forged here. It's a place where men and women are equal. The world has not caught up to UCA. I thought you would enjoy that. As you leave here with your diplomas packed in your suitcases, you will all face different barriers. And some of those barriers will inevitably be there because of your gender. Women, chances are you will face more of them. I did what I could to help. In Pakistan, I mentored students and residents and research trainees. At the Gates Foundation, I created a program to help women navigate their way to leadership positions. Yesterday, you graduates were asking me about if I had found that gender inequality was not a problem in the United States, and it is a problem in the United States. Then, 3 years ago, my bosses, Bill and Melinda Gates, asked me if I'd accept a new job where my sole objective would be to clear the barriers holding women and girls back. I said yes. So here is my charge to you, dear graduates. Yes, as the head of gender equality at the Gates Foundation, but also as a product of what is possible when women are afforded the same opportunities and respect as men. Now that you've been in this environment, I urge you to take this ethos with you as you venture out into the world. Champion the men and the women in your lives. Show us what kind of challenges can be conquered when women and men are equally empowered to realize their full potential. Class of 2023, it's time to get started. I hope that in a few decades, you don't look back on today with mere nostalgia. I hope you marvel at how much progress you have made since. I hope you work hard, and when things get tough, I hope you persevere. I hope you apply the knowledge and experience you've gained at UCA to make life better for those around you and more. I hope you answer the call to serve and use that as a guiding light. Graduates, many say that the world today is in a dire state. But as I said earlier, I'm an eternal optimist, and all I see before me is promise, potential, and people who will do amazing work. Tomorrow is a new beginning. I cannot wait for you to take your first steps. Thank you for the honor of being your commencement speaker and for the good that you will do in the world. And congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anita Zaidi. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request the Minister of Education and Sciences of the Kyrgyz Republic, Mr. Kanabek Imanaliyev, to address the convocation.
Урматтуу Борбордук Азия университетинин камкорчулук кеңешинин төрагасы доктор Шамшек Касим Лакка, урматтуу Ханбийке Зара Агахан жана Борбордук Азия университетинин башкы камкорчулары, урматтуу губернатор, урматтуу мэр, кымбаттуу мугалимдер, кымбаттуу студенттер жана ата-энелер. Биздин жемиштүү кызматташтыгыбыздын зор натыйжасы менен куттуктап коюуга уруксат этиңиздер. Бүгүн биз улуу тоолуу аймакта жайгашкан коомчулуктардын жашоо сапатын жакшыртууну максат кылып, дүйнөдөгү саналуу университеттин бири Борбордук Азия университетинин бүтүрүүчүлөрүнө чоң турмушка жолдомо берүү үчүн чогулуп отурабыз. Ак жол, урматтуу бүтүрүүчүлөр. Ушундай эң маанилүү окуу жай түзүүдө колдоо көрсөткөндүгү үчүн улуу даражалуу Агаханга ыраазычылык билдирем. Бул мекеменин ишмердүүлүгү азыртан эле конкреттүү натыйжаларды берип жатат. Өзгөчө Борбордук Азия университетинин кампусу жайгашкан Нарyn шаарында өнүктүрүү боюнча маанилүү факторго айланды. Агахан өнүктүрүү уюмунун ишмердүүлүгүнүн аркасында Нарyn шаарынын жашоосунда мыкты өзгөрүүлөр болуп жатат. Айрыкча Жакыпов атындагы паркта жана дарылоо дарт белгилерин аныктоо борборунда нарындыктар ден соолуктарын чыңдап, жол жана ирригациялык инфраструктураны туура пайдаланып жатышат. Агахан фондусу фермерлердин иштерин жакшыртууда салым кошуп, 26 000 фермерди жаңы ыкмалар менен иштөөгө үйрөттү. Агахан өнүктүрүү уюмунун Кыргыз Республикасынын өнүгүүсүнө багытталган келечектеги жаңы пландарын жана долбоорлорун колдоп кубаттап жатабыз. Борбордук Азия университетинин жана Нарyn шаарынын тургундарын марттык менен колдоп келген донорлор жана дүйнөнүн булуң бурчунан келген конокторубуз менен жолугуп жатканыма абдан кубанычтамын. Биринчи кезекте калктын аярлуу катмарларындагы үй-бүлөлөрдүн балдарын даректүү гранттарга ээ болушу менен ыраазычылык билдиргим келет. Эми алар дүйнөлүк деңгээлдеги университеттердин студенттери болуп калды. Кымбаттуу меймандар, сиздер көрсөткөн жардамдар Борбордук Азия университетинин Нарyn шаарынын динамикалык университет шаарчасына айланышына чоң колдоо болууда. Бүгүнкү күндө Нарында 195 студент билим алса, алардын 78-и Кыргызстандын ар кайсы аймактарынан, 20-сы Нарындан болот. Бул сандар дагы келечекте өсүп, өнүп отурат деп үмүттөнөбүз. Борбордук Азия университети дүйнөлүк деңгээлдеги университеттер менен кызматташып, Кембридж, Саймон Фрейзер жана Сиднейдеги технолог университеттердин колдоосу менен өзүнүн сапаттык стандарттарын жакшыртып жатканы абдан жакшы кубандырат. Борбордук Азия университетинин бакалавриат деңгээлиндеги жогорку сапаттагы билим берүү программаларынын бүтүрүүчүлөрү Браун университети, Дюк университети, Лондондогу экономика мектеби, Сингапурдун улуттук университети сыяктуу башка дагы дүйнөлүк алдыңкы программа менен окуткан магистратураларга тапшыруусуна жол ачылып жатат. Борбордук Азия университетинин бүтүрүүчүлөрү экономика, экология жана технология тармактарында татыктуу жумуш орундарына ээ болушууда. Кыргызстандын туруктуу экономикалык өсүшүнө чоң салым кошуп жатышат. Борбордук Азия университетинин англис тили, технология жана ишкердик боюнча курстарын Кыргызстандын 42 000 жараны бүтүрүшкөн. Алардын 55%-ын кыз келиндер түзөт. Бул курстар жумушка орношууга, карьералык өсүүгө жана жумуштук орундарын түзүүгө салым кошот. Алар Кыргыз Республикасынын өкмөтүнүн жаштарды иш менен камсыз кылуу, ишкердик жана инновация багытындагы пландарын аткарышына өбөлгө болууда. Борбордук Азия университети Кыргыз Республикасынын санариптик өнүгүү министрлиги менен биргеликте санариптик технология багытында 1000ден ашык мамлекеттик кызматкерлерди, шаарлардын туруктуу өнүгүүсү үчүн 60тан ашык жогорку кызматтагы кызматкерлерди, курулуш секторундагы жашыл технология боюнча ишкерлерди окутуп, өлкөбүздүн өнүгүү багыттарына ылайык иштерди жасап жатышат. Туруктуу өнүгүү боюнча магистрлик программаларды ишке киргизип жатканыңыздарды жана докторлук программаларды түзүү боюнча келечек пландарыңызды угуп кубануу менен кабыл алдым. Бул программалар аймактагы алдыңкы изилдөө борборуна айланат деп үмүттөнөм. Нарyn мамлекеттик университетинин академиялык программаларын, окуу ресурстарын, материалдык техникалык базаларын жакшыртууга жардам берип, колдоо көрсөтүп жаткандыгы үчүн Борбордук Азия университетине ыраазычылык билдирип кетким келет. Жакында эле Португалияда Schools 2030 бирдей билим берүү, бирдей мүмкүнчүлүк аттуу глобалдык форумга катышып, эстафетаны алып келдик. Эмдиги жылы дүйнөлүк глобалдык форум Кыргызстанда өтөт. Кымбаттуу бүтүрүүчүлөр, силерге чын дилимден ийгиликтерди каалайм. Көздөгөн максатыңыздарга жетишиңиздерге тилектешмин. Кымбаттуу ата-энелер, балдарыңардын окууну ийгиликтүү бүтүрүп жатышы бул сиздердин мээнет, сиздердин эмгек. Сиздерди да куттуктайм. Сиздерге чоң рахмат. Борбордук Азияга университетине жаңы кайталангас кызыктуу долбоорлорду жана программаларды ишке ашырышын каалайм. Урматтуу бийик даражалуу агаханга, Танбийке Зара агаханга, доктор Шамши Касим Лакхага жана камкорчулар кеңешине, Борбордук Азия университетинин окутуучулук профессордук курамына, ошондой эле Борбордук Азия университетинин туруктуу өсүүгүнүшүнө салым кошуп келаткан биздин кымбаттуу меймандарга терең ыраазычылык билдирем. Кыргызстандын жана дүйнөнүн тоолуу аймактарын колдоп жаткан биздин колдоочуларга өзгөчө ыраазычылык билдирем. Сиздерге чоң рахмат. Сөзүмдүн соңунда биздин билим берүү жана илим министрлигинин өтө сыйлуу ардак грамоталарын жана ардактуу төш белгисин тапшырып койгого уруксат этиңиздер. Элге билим берүү министрлигинин буйругу менен принцесса Захра Агахан биздин ардактуу кызматташтык үчүн төш белгиси менен сыйланат. Экинчи Борбордук Азия университети Кыргызстандагы кызматташтык билим берүүдөгү кызматташтык үчүн атайын ардак грамота менен сыйланат. Урматтуу доктор Касими, сизге тапшырып койсом.
Thank you, Minister Kanabek Imanaliyev. Now, let me give the floor to my fellow MC in Khorog.
Thank you, Erbol. May I now request the Head of International Relations Department of Ministry of Education and Sciences of Tajikistan, Mr. Khododo Zoda, to address the convocation.
Assalamu alaikum, Muhtaram, Raisi Shuroi Parastoron, Janobi Dr. Shams Kasim Lakha, Azoi Shuroi Parastoron, Janobi Dr. Maxim Borisovich, Azoi Hayati Ustodonu Kormandoni Donishkoi Osio Markazi, Khatam Kunandagon, Va Mehmononi Aziz. قبل از همه میخواستم از نام خودم و از نام هیئت مشاوره وزارت معارف و علم جمهوری تاجیکستان ختم کنندگان سال 2023 را برای با موفقیت ختم نمودن دانشگاه آسیا مرکزی از صمیم قلب تبریک و تهنیت گفته برای شما در کارهای آینده و تحصیلات آیندهتان بردباری ها و کامیابی های بی‌نظیر را آرزو نمایم. مبارک باشد. حاضرین گرامی، چطوری که به همه شما معلوم است، دانشگاه آسیا مرکزی با به امضا رسیدن شرطنامه بین المللی از جانب پرزیدنت جمهوری تاجیکستان، پرزیدنت قزاقستان، پرزیدنت جمهوری قرقیزستان و امامت اسماعیلیان سال 2000 تأسیس یافته بود. بنای اول دانشگاه سال 2016 در شهر نرین جمهوری قرقیزستان و بنای دوم آن 14 سپتامبر سال 2018 در شهر خاروغ با اشتراک به‌واسطه اساسگزار صلح و وحدت ملی، پیشوای ملت، پرزیدنت جمهوری تاجیکستان محترم امامعلی رحمان افتتاح گردیده بود. در مراسم افتتاح رسمی دانشگاه اساسگزار صلح و وحدت پیشوای ملت محترم امامعلی رحمان چنین تاکید نموده بود: دانشگاه آسیا مرکزی در شهر خاروغ صحیفه نو در نظام تحصیلات عالی کسبی مملکت می باشد. باوری دارم که فعالیت مؤسسه نو تأسیس نه تنها به نفع مملکت ما می باشد، بلکه برای گسترش همکاری‌های بسیار جانبه کشورهای منطقه در ساحه معارف خدمت خواهد کرد. با کمال خوشنودی یادآور می‌شوم که از آن زمان تا امروز دانشگاه آسیا مرکزی در اساس مصلحت‌های پیشوای ملت محترم امامعلی رحمان با وزارت معارف و علم جمهوری تاجیکستان همکاری‌های سودمند دارد. در این مدت کوتاه دانشگاه آسیا مرکزی با یک قطار کامیابی‌ها نائل گشته است که مهمترینشان از اینها عبارت است: 1. قبل از افتتاح رسمی دانشگاه وزارت معارف و علم جمهوری تاجیکستان با دانشگاه آسیا مرکزی سازشنامه همکاری را به امضا رساند که آن بهر پیشرفت فعالیت تعلیمی و متدی دانشگاه به طور نظررس مساعدت می‌نماید. 2. برای رشد فن‌های طبیعت شناسی و دقیق دانشگاه آسیای مرکزی در همکاری با مرکز دریافت و رشد استعدادها از فن‌های متماتیک، بیولوژی و شیمی المپیادها را برای خوانندگان مکتب‌های تحصیلات عمومی کشور تشکیل نموده بود که در آن زیاده از 370 نفر تحصیل کنندگان مکتب‌های میانه از منطقه‌های گوناگون کشور شرکت ورزیدند. 3. زیاده از 90% ختم کنندگان سالهای 2021 و سالهای 2022 در حدود منطقه صاحب جایهای کاری شده. برخی از ختم کنندگان در دانشگاه‌های با نفوذ دنیا از جمله دانشگاه سایمون فریزر، دانشگاه میچیگان، دانشگاه تسوکوبا و دیگر دانشگاه‌های معروف جهان در زمینه ماجستراتورا ادامه تحصیل دارند. 4. همه دانشجویان دانشگاه آسیا مرکزی تجربه آموزیشان را در دانشکده‌ها و آژانسی‌های گوناگون جمهوری می‌گذرانند. 5. از آغاز فعالیت خود در تاجیکستان در سال 2006 مکتب تحصیلات کسبی و دوامدار دانشگاه توسط 7 مرکز آموزشی خود در دوشنبه، باختر، خوجند و خاروغ کورس‌های کوتاه مدت آموزشی را اوید با آموزش زبان‌های انگلیسی، تکنولوژی اینفورماسیونی، صاحبکاری، برنامه رشد اکادمیکی، تعلیم کسب‌های تکنیکی از روی اقتصادهای دورتگری، سنتکنیکا، автомехانیکا، ساختمان عمومی، چلانگری، برقچی و تعمیر اسباب‌های روزگار برای زیاده از 119,000 شنونده پیشنهاد کرد. 6. سال 2023 مکتب تحصیلات کسبی و متصل در شهر خوجند هفتمین مرکز تعلیمی خود را افتتاح نمود و در عین زمان در انتظار اجازتنامه افتتاح مرکز تعلیمی تأسیس شده در شهر کلاب می باشد. در آینده نزدیک افتتاح چنین یک مرکز تعلیمی در شهر دنغره در نظر است. در مرکزهای مذکور تعلیم زبان انگلیسی، تکنولوژی‌های اطلاعاتی، برنامه رشد اکادمی، با حسابگیری بوغالتری و بسیار کورس‌های دیگر در اساس طلبات بازار در نظر است. 7. سال 2023 دانشگاه آسیای مرکزی با دانشگاه ملی تاجیکستان یادداشت تفاهم اوید با همکاری در ساحه زمینسازی به امضا رساند که در دایره این یادداشت تفاهم علیه همکاری به راه مانده شده است. 8. در دایره برنامه شریکی دانشگاه‌های مناطق کوهستان دانشگاه آسیای مرکزی با دانشگاه دولتی خاروغ به نام مایانشاه نظرشویف یک قطار آموزش‌ها و تشبس‌ها اوید به تکمیل دادن برنامه‌های تعلیمی، موادهای آموزشی و انشاءات تعلیمی مخصوصاً برای فاکولته اقتصادی و کافدرای گیولوژیا گذرانده است. قابل ذکر است که برای بهتر نمودن تعلیم فن‌های افضلیت‌ناک با دستگیری دانشگاه آسیای مرکزی در دانشگاه دولتی خاروغ 4 لابراتوری گیولوژی، کتابخانه رقمی، کورس‌های زبان انگلیسی برای 55 نفر آموزگاران، تجهیزات برای بهتر نمودن پیوست‌شوی به شبکه اینترنت و تقریباً 800 کتاب مربوط به اقتصادیات و گیولوژیا تشکیل نمود. در بین لایحه‌های گوناگون تحقیقاتی پژوهشگاه جمعیت‌های کوهستان دانشگاه لایحه را آغاز کرد که از جانب یوسعید مبلغ گذاری گردیده با مسئله‌های تاثیر تغییرات در ذخیره‌های آب و مجرای مربوط به استحصال گیدروانرژتیکا و کشاورزی تاجیکستان بخشیده شده است. عالمان پژوهشگاه جمعیت‌های کوهستان دانشگاه سال گذشته در کنفرانس گیولوژیای اروپایی در وینا 2 معروضه پیشنهاد کردند و با 3 دانشگاه شریک باغ بوتانیکی کلوب، انستیتوت بیولوژی پامیر، مرکز تحقیقاتی کشاورزی پامیر در لایحه‌های گوناگون تحقیقاتی همکاری کردند. و نهایت آخر در سال 2022 لایحه 3 ساله تحت سرپرستی سازمان همکاری اقتصادی و رشد اوید بر رشد استوار اینفراستراکچور از جانب انستیتوت سیاست دولتی و اداره‌کنی دانشگاه توسط مکتب اول تابستانه در استقلال آغاز گردید. در مکتب تابستانه کارشناسان بین المللی اوید بر رشد استوار اینفراستراکچور همراه با تقریباً 25 نماینده حکومتی از آسیای مرکزی از جمله تاجیکستان گرد هم آمدند. پلتفرم رقمی با مواد تعلیمی ساخته شده است و تا مکتب دوم تابستانه یک قطار چهاربین‌ها را به نقشه گرفته است. حاضرین گرامی، با باوری کامل دارم که دانشگاه آسیا مرکزی با وزارت معارف و علم جمهوری تاجیکستان و ساختارهای معارف جمهوری تاجیکستان همکاری زیچ را به راه مانده در آینده نیز در ساحه معارف سهم نظررس خود را خواهد گذاشت. در آخر بار دیگر ختم کنندگان سال 2023 و والدانشان را با مراسم ختم دانشگاه تبریک و تهنیت گفته برای هر یک شما موفقیت‌های کلان را آرزومندم. همیشه سربلند و موفق باشید. At the end of my speech, I would like to announce to our graduates that we have some vacancies at the Ministry of Education and Science, especially in the Department of International Relations and in the Department of planning and economics. So we welcome you as a specialist of the Ministry of Education and Science. If some of you would like to join us, please welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Khododozoda Farooq. At university convocations, valedictorians are chosen for their extraordinary and extracurricular achievements. This year, the valedictorian of UCA's convocation for the class of 2023 is Wajahat Khan, majored in global economics from Khorog campus. On behalf of the class of 2023, I congratulate Wajahat and request him to address the convocation.
Dear fellow graduates, distinguished guests, esteemed parents, faculty members, and all staff, good morning to you all. On this auspicious occasion today, we have gathered here to celebrate the momentous convocation ceremony for the third graduating class of University of Central Asia. With great honor and gratitude, I, Wajahat Khan, today stand before you as the valedictorian of the remarkable class of 2023. As I reflect upon the journey that brought us all here, I am reminded of the power of resilience and the pursuit of knowledge. Our paths have been diverse, our backgrounds varied, but what unites us is our unwavering commitment to academic growth and excellence. Hailing from Hundur Yasin Valley, which is one of the remotest regions of Kyrgyzstan, where access to quality education was limited and the nearest schools were several kilometers away, I was determined to get an education. Today, I am grateful for the opportunity to receive a good education in spite of all the challenges and uncertainties. I was lucky to have parents who instilled in me the love of learning from a very young age. They encouraged me to read, to ask questions, and to explore the world around me. I am grateful for the teachers who helped me along the way, who challenged me to think critically and taught me to never give up on my dreams. From the rough mountains of Gilgit to the vibrant classrooms of UCA, my journey has been challenging, filled with formative experiences that have helped shaping me into an individual driven by curiosity and insatiable thirst for intellectual growth. I'm pretty sure that each one of the graduates sitting here today has had an equally unique and exciting journey in life and at UCA. Now, before I delve into how amazing this journey has been at UCA, I would like to invite the audience to give a huge round of applause for the brave students of UCA based at Khorog and Naryn campuses for rising to the challenges and thriving successfully despite all the odds. Thank you. I remember when I first entered the campus, all our seniors were excited to see the newcomers for their colorful backgrounds and stories. Initially, we were doubtful of what the future may hold for us. life at UCA presents a combination of highs and lows. While discontentment and despair could be part of arriving at any new institution, what distinguishes this university as a world-class institution is its vibrant aspirational spirit that has driven us to give our best even in the most difficult times. UCA has truly helped us better understand ourselves and to unlock the diverse spectrum of our strengths so that we can confidently navigate the hurdles in our life. Those of you sitting here wondering about the challenges, one example would be the online learning during the pandemic. Though we enjoy the warmth of our blankets and perhaps several naps during the classes, we learned not to give up. My peers would deeply relate to it, especially those who are grinning right now. It actually makes us feel nostalgic to reminisce about all the memories throughout these years. Today, so let's cherish those memories, good or bad, sweet or bitter. I remember the class of 2023 were given shirts with the print on stating mountains of opportunities. UCA indeed abounds in opportunities, and with that come the great teachings of diversity, acceptance, and pluralism as the core values of UCA. Now, this fairy tale would not have been completed without the tireless support and effort of each and every single individual who is part of the UCA community. I would like to take this special moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Chancellor of the University, His Highness the Aga Khan, and the Board of Trustees for their vision in establishing such a prestigious university in the remote mountainous regions of Central Asia. I am grateful to the senior management, administration, and all the staff at UCA for their exceptional dedication and support throughout our journey. Dear graduates, we all owe a debt of gratitude to our remarkable faculty members. Who left it out there all for us with their unfailing resolve and passion to provide us with the best quality education, pushing us to go the extra mile even in the times we lack the motivation and confidence. I would like to acknowledge the Cooperative Education Department for providing valuable opportunities to the students throughout our journey at UCA. The Student Life team deserves an appreciation for their tireless efforts in supporting and coordinating our lives on campus. I extend my thanks to every representative of every family of the senior class, parents, guardians, sisters, brothers, whose support and dedication may have not been as obvious and recognized. Additionally, I would like to thank all the loved ones in my life for their consistent motivation and their support. Because as a result of that, I am here now. I would like to thank all the parents for their unreserved care and sacrifices, without which this moment would have been impossible. Dear fellows, today the degree we will receive serves as a symbol of self-cultivation, achievement, and institution whose values and vision will continue to influence us in the rest of our life. We should not forget that this is the fruit of an intellectually stimulating community from which we take away an attitude of caring for and responsibility towards our society. We should be the symbol of change that we would want to see in the world. We should be the advocates and ambassadors of peace and knowledge as we embark on new paths and adventures. Our journey does not end here. Rather, it takes a lifelong pursuit of excellence, growth, and change-making in our societies and the world. So together, let us embrace the challenges that lie ahead and strive for success, not just for ourselves, but for the advancement of the society as a whole. I would like to conclude my speech with a statement from the Chancellor of UCA, His Highness the Aga Khan. There is no greater form of preparation for change than education. Once again, congratulations to all the fellow graduates, and may this message be the guiding light for you. Cheers, thank you, and chill.
Thank you for that inspiring speech. Convocation is a unique day for our graduates, but it is also a day of celebration for faculty and staff who guide and nurture learning and values at this institution. We now come to recognize the hard work, dedication, and achievements of the students, the presentation of degrees, which the students have been waiting for with much anticipation. We now begin the degree presentations, starting with the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree in Global Economics. May I now request the stage party to kindly stand up to present the degrees. Students are requested to line up at the designated location near the stage. Gulabru Abdurrahmanova, Tajikistan. Nisar Ali, Pakistan, cum laude. Meher Angez, Pakistan. Anusha Ashurova, Tajikistan, cum laude. Bejan Bahromov, Tajikistan. Ismoil Dustambayev, Tajikistan. Sabrina Gulmamadova, Tajikistan. Wajahat Ali Khan, Pakistan, magna cum laude, state diploma with honors. Anusher Khomorikov, Tajikistan, cum laude, state diploma with honors. Naima Mamad Rasulova, Tajikistan. Mahtob Mirzajanova, Tajikistan, cum laude. Tolibsho Muborakshoyev, Tajikistan. Zainab Muborakshoyeva, Kyrgyzstan, cum laude, state diploma with honors. Anushervon Nazaraliyev, Tajikistan. Khizridod Nazarov, Tajikistan. Rashod Khuja Rustamov, Tajikistan. Malika Shogunbekova, Tajikistan. Khonum Vafadorova, Tajikistan, magna cum laude, state diploma with honors. We will now present the degrees for graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science in Earth and Environmental Sciences. Students are requested to line up at the designated location near the stage. Faria Beg, Pakistan, magna cum laude, state diploma with honors. Mavluda Chiniyeva, Tajikistan, cum laude. Rabia Fakir, Pakistan, summa cum laude, State Diploma with honors. Suhailo Gharibova, Tajikistan, cum laude. Ahmad Gulbekov, Tajikistan, cum laude. Rudoba Imronshoyeva, Tajikistan, cum laude. Zainura Kaykovusova, Tajikistan. Sabrina Muzaffari, Tajikistan. Natasha, Pakistan, cum laude. Khushruz Said Ibrahimov, Tajikistan. Rasina Shamirova, Tajikistan. Tazarf Shamirova, Tajikistan, cum laude. Shoaib Atai, Afghanistan, cum laude. Ubaid Sayedi, Afghanistan, summa cum laude, State Diploma with honors. Anisa Zarjumieva, Tajikistan. That concludes the degree presentations in Khorog. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Khodadozoda Farooq, Dean Khamikov, and Dr. Kuchakshoyev. Please now allow me to pass the floor to my fellow MC Erbol in Naryn for the diploma presentations.
Now is the presentation of degrees for graduates receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Communications and Media. May I kindly request Princess Zahra, Minister Iman Aliyev, and Dr. Kasim Lakha to please stand to present the degrees. Students are requested to line up at the designated location near the stage. Aybek Niyazaliyev, Kyrgyzstan. Aida Onaybayeva, Kazakhstan, cum laude. Aida Yesimova, Kazakhstan. Alexey Lee, Kazakhstan, cum laude. Alisho Konunov, Tajikistan. Anis Chorshambiyev, Tajikistan. Asılbek Asılkhanov, Kazakhstan, summa cum laude, state diploma with honors. Bibisoro Kukanbekova, Tajikistan, magna cum laude, state diploma with honors. Darika Urgaziyeva, Kyrgyzstan, summa cum laude, state diploma with honors. Elina Nam, Kyrgyzstan. Gulborbonu Mirzoyeva, Tajikistan, cum laude. Lola Bodurenova, Tajikistan. Milena Melnikova, Kazakhstan. Narimon Nurmamat, Tajikistan. Nuriya Mulla Abdolova, Tajikistan. Savribegim Nazarshoeva, Tajikistan. Shanoza Kurban Mamadova, Tajikistan. Zalkar Boronbayev, Kyrgyzstan. Now is the presentation of degrees for graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Students are requested to line up at the designated location near the stage. Abosjon Madiev, Tajikistan. Aiza Jengishbekova, Kyrgyzstan, magna cum laude. Alexandra Yugay, Kazakhstan, summa cum laude. Arfan Shah, Pakistan, magna cum laude. Arslan Altınbayev, Kazakhstan, cum laude. Bashir Alam, Pakistan, magna cum laude. Begayim Beksultanova, Kyrgyzstan. Diana Tengirbergenova, Kyrgyzstan. Dilavar Mashrabov, Tajikistan, cum laude. Emir Abbaskanov, Kyrgyzstan, cum laude. Erlan Bazarov, Kyrgyzstan, cum laude. Amroz Gafharov, Tajikistan, cum laude. Hamza Noyopshoyev, Tajikistan, cum laude. Hanukey Mayranbekova, Kyrgyzstan, magna cum laude. Khushnut Bokiyev, Tajikistan, magna cum laude. Mirbek Akimjanov, Kyrgyzstan. Mirzonabotov, Tajikistan, cum laude. Naita Abdrahmanova, Kyrgyzstan. Nina Petrushkova, Tajikistan. Romis Abdullayev, Tajikistan, cum laude. Rızgül Nurbekova, Kyrgyzstan. Shangnoza Dodikhudoyeva, Tajikistan, magna cum laude, state diploma with honors. Shakhansho Sabzaliyev, Tajikistan. Shanbe Qadamshoyev, Tajikistan, cum laude. This concludes the degree presentations at Naryn campus. Thank you very much, Princess Zahra, Minister Iman Aliyev, and Dr. Kasim Lakha. This brings us to the close of today's program. All that remains for me is to thank all of you in Naryn, in Khorog, and online for being with us on this special and memorable day. Congratulations once again To all graduates of the University of Central Asia, class of 2023. May I now request the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Shams Kasim Lakhka, to come to the podium to declare the convocation closed.
Thank you, everyone. I declare the convocation 2023 closed.
Please remain seated while the academic procession leaves the marquee.